Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. So we're going to look into an emotion for today, try to figure out how to get out of it. If it resonates, feel free to like or comment. If it doesn't, don't make it fit. Two cards. So we have, these obviously go hand in hand. So we have irritated and complaining. Naturally, uh, if we were irritated about something, we're going to stew on it. We're going to continue to put our energy into it. Uh, are we at a place where we've allowed just about everything in our external to feed this irritation? Where is it really deeply rooted? Where is the source? A lot of times when we get to a place like that, we don't even know why, like what that deep-seated root is. Easiest example is, let's say we're in a romantic relationship and arguing, and what the person is actually upset about at the time is just the last thing that ticked them off. That's the problem. And unless we really take time to dig deep and we're vulnerable enough to open up and communicate, we're not going to find out what the real problem is. Maybe we don't want to admit it. Maybe there's something deeper, and it is we're hanging on to it. uh, when anything happens and we choose to direct our energy into it, obviously it's going to heighten. We're putting our focus on that. If we're continuously irritated, anything and everything is going to trigger us. It's just adding, it's stoking the fire, it's fueling it. What is the opposite of complaining? Just resolving. Now, if everything affects us, well, we have a lot of resolving to do. And if everything's affecting us, the opposite of irritated is unbothered. How could I be unbothered? What's going to make everything better? Like we could say on surface level, which is material, matter. What would make everything better? A lot of people would say money. Well, there's a time that just picture experiencing that and going through that and having all this money. Oh, life would be great. Yeah, but what's really deep down in there? All of our emotions still come with. We still have a problem with something. What is that problem? Is it with self? Is it with another individual? Is it with a circumstance? Is it with the world as a whole? Honestly, I reset my YouTube algorithm the other day because I wanted to see, what the world sees, and that was a horrible mistake. Uh, it is absolutely horrible out there. The energy in general uh, is so fear and division based. It is uh, single men and single women fighting, against each other, and everything is cutthroat. Uh, you're bad, I'm good, or vice versa. Doesn't matter what genre it is, gender, religion, politics, sports, uh, poor, rich. It is just everyone is to blame for everything. That is easy to complain about when we keep seeing things like that validate our experience, our struggles, our lack. When we continuously focus on that, we're going to have things that reassure that. This is the mirror effect. However I am feeling inside about myself or about my experience, if I can't find someone to date or love or marry, I can't find a good job, I can't find a good job that makes enough money, I can't find a place to live, I can't fix my health issue, I'm thinking about that all the time. That is around me. That is energy around me. And I'm thinking about it. So that's how I feel. And I'm projecting this out. And all that's coming back, just like an algorithm, is what I wanted. It's not what I want, but that's how it works. It's what I'm focusing on. So everything external of me, my experience, is going to validate that, is going to prove to me, is going to show to me that, wow, I'm I can manifest. This is all I'm thinking about. and I keep seeing things that remind me of it or prove to me that my emotions are right. It's validating. When we have conversations with people and we are complaining, say about our spouse or our partner or our work to our coworkers or our friends, we are trying to get them subconsciously to validate our feelings on that situation. Man, this company sucks. They just knocked down our benefits package or something. Talk to your coworkers. I'm upset about it, and I'm talking to my coworker about it. I want them to validate my feelings. Same thing with a friend, and we're complaining about our spouse or a partner. I want them to agree with me, to say, yeah, she's a bad person, or he's a bad person, or he shouldn't do that. He should do this. I want you to validate my emotions. So that's what I'm doing inside, and I'm hoping people not this is like subconscious level is what I'm getting at here, but the root is that I want things to validate my emotions. So we're really irritated. Now, this is not working in our favor. This is the negative aspect of how manifestation works. I'm really irritated. And anytime something happens, I'm going to get upset because I'm just so irritated. And I keep complaining. This is me putting out my emotion, my feelings. And by doing so, I'm working with energy. I'm working with the universe, God, source, divine, whatever you want to call it. And by doing so, the fact that I keep complaining when these things come up, I keep getting reassurance or validation that, yeah, yep, here it is. And I get more shit piled on me. And I get more irritated because it keeps coming. And then I keep complaining. And then it keeps coming and it keeps coming and it keeps coming. So we have to change if we want it to stop. We have to change our view. Unbothered is far. That's a big stretch from irritated. How can I just let this go? How can I be okay with these circumstances? I never said we had to be okay with it. I said how to deal with our emotions. We need to change our feelings. We need to stop complaining, and we have to resolve it. Maybe we can't see the way through right now. It's very logical, depending on what the situation is. It happened. Okay. The idea of, I think it's from Buddhism, and the arrow. I got shot with an arrow. It's in me. It hurts. It's causing pain. It's causing struggle. There's a lot of things going on. But instead, I said, who the hell shot that? Who did this to me? You know, how long ago did this happen? I was asleep. When did this happen? And I keep asking all these questions of who, what, where, when, and how, instead of just pulling the arrow out. Like I said, resolving depending on the situation isn't always face value. How do I stop the pain? Well, I can keep dumping energy into it and staying in this place of uh, woe is me, or I can try to change my circumstances however I can, which the only way, if we can't do it in the matter, in the material, in the physical, which would mean with money or action or strength, I can change it in here. This is free. My mind is free. And the only thing that gets in there is what I allow to get in there and what I like to stew on or focus on. Just like this YouTube algorithm. Like I reset that and all there was shit out there. And if I keep clicking on these things because they're validating my feelings, I'm going to keep getting more upset about it or more things to complain about. It's no different than if I keep seeking this validation in others. I want to keep telling this story to people, for anyone that's going to grab a hold of it and validate my suffering or my pain. Well, I'm going to stay in that place of suffering and pain because it's validating my feelings. When I want to get out of that place, that's a personal choice. I'd say, I don't want to suffer. I don't want to be in pain anymore. I don't want to be irritated anymore. Well, that's a personal choice, like I said. When we choose ourselves, we can get out of it, which indirectly is a resolution that is free. Ace of Wands reversed. A creative block. Very much so. When we're in this place of looking at our circumstances uh, and saying that, this circumstance is holding me back. I cannot move forward until X, Y, or Z happens. We're stuck. That is a self-induced block. And yes, we can bring all the material into it and we can validate the experience for you. I get that. But what changes up here? This can change. And until that changes, we'll be in that place to potential or a new beginning. Six of Pentacles reversed. Selfishness. Uh, Naturally, that word comes off quite strong. That I'm not really going with the motive of other people are involved. Naturally, they are. But when we are continuously in a place of that everything around me is attacking me, is against me, we place it on the external naturally because it's them doing it. It's that situation doing it to me. It's this doing it to me. It's someone hexing me. It is in the external and it is holding me back. It is attacking me. That is a view that says I have no power. I am at the mercy of everything else around me. And until I switch that, will it continue? It will continue. We have to take control of our energy, emotions, energy and motion. It is our choice what to do with it. We are, like I said, and it's very natural for us to feel this way, that the external is on to us versus we are on to the external. It's the mirror. How are we feeling in here? Well, it's very clear how we're feeling, but until we switch it, will it work in our favor? Spirit card. Naturally, we see spirit as external. It is internal. It is a flow. Also looking at like all of our chakras. If everything was in flow, wow, that'd be a magical time. We'd be great. Getting to that place, I think, is everyone's deepest desire, whether they think of it or not. Being in this perfect, peaceful flow state. But life is life. We all have emotions. Things come in. I'm not saying we have to be perfect. I'm not saying we can't get irritated and complain. But if we want to change it, we have the power, and it is our choice to get things in line. Maybe we don't want to. I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to. And that's fine. We can stay there. But just know that we're like our biggest enemy at that time. We want to blame the external for everything and anything, but we're guilty as well here. We got justice sideways, which is, karma and imbalance. When we are imbalanced, naturally we're going to have a rough go about it. We are not in a place where we are using our abilities. We are at the mercy of the external. We can say back and forth, why am I getting this shitty hand? Why is this happening? Trying to figure out how to correct it, but all we see is the problem. We don't see that we can change. We think it's the external constantly pressing up against us. How can I change to change how I feel about this? And then energetically, this transforms. Can I get one closing card here? Six of Wands, victorious. It is there. But until we start to take some accountability for our energy, which is our emotions, energy and motion, until we take this accountability and say, I'm going to change this because, well, maybe that's all we can do. I can't do that. Is it I don't want to? Maybe I want to stay in this place of victimhood at the expense of everything else around me is doing this onto me. We need to leave that and look, wow, you know what? Really? I am so irritated that I'm carrying this and I'm constantly complaining about it and looking for external validation to validate my feelings, which they probably are true and they probably are deserving of what took place. But by staying in that place, all I'm doing is I'm staying there. I'm staying in this place of victimhood until I choose to resolve it. Then will I be victorious. I'll leave it there. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe, and I will talk to you all later.